Nari McDiarmid with you. We're here at Mining News Select in Sydney, and I'd like to welcome Scott Caithness, Managing Director of Hawk Resources. Scott, you've just stepped off the stage. In a few words, can you explain the highlights of your key projects, the Cactus Copper Project in the US and the Olympus Scandium Project in WA?
Yeah, thanks, Nari. Look, I think the key thing about Cactus, which is what we're drilling at the moment, is it's got great grade. There are intersections from past exploration there of 42 metres at 1.9% copper and 0.6 gold. There's multiple plus 1% drill intersections. So we're testing a number of targets at Cactus that have the potential for both similar grade mineralisation, but also intrusive sources of that mineralisation. We're also testing near surface at Cactus as well. So Cactus grade is the thing that always has attracted us to it. And with Olympus was an opportunity we picked up late last year. It's a scandium project. Scandium is a rare earth metal and it's an incredibly valuable metal. There are no primary producers of scandium in the world at the moment. And the benchmark project probably at this point in time is Sunrise Energy Metals here in New South Wales. Our project was explored not for scandium, but for other commodities 20 years ago, copper, nickel, cobalt, PGE. So, but the work that was done when you put the information together shows a 7 kilometre by 4 kilometre plus 500 ppm scandium project that's been supported by RAB drilling that has intersections up to 11 metres at 940 ppm scandium. To put that in perspective, the cut-off grade for the resource at Sunrise Energy Metals project, the reserve actually, is 600 ppm scandium. So we're sort of ballpark right area, but there's a lot of work to be done there once we get on the ground. So we're negotiating native title at the moment.
Well, speaking of work to be done, what are the exploration targets you're aiming for this year? Yeah,
at Cactus, I think we're primarily looking for medium tonnage, higher grade, copper deposits, similar to what's been mined in the past. So when I talk higher grade, I'm talking around about the 1.5% mark. And when I talk tonnage, 10, 20 million tonnes. But there is also potential for much larger intrusive deposits as our exploration is sort of indicating. At Olympus, look, I think in terms of the work, the first thing is to go and verify the historical work for us. So that just involves soil sampling. So that's quite literally, that's 4 or 5 days of work initially. If we get lab results that back up the PXRF, the handheld XRF results from the past, then what we would do is a lot more detailed soil sampling, and then we'd follow that up with drilling. And that would be quite a quick program because soils are quick and cheap to collect, and the drilling is near surface. All the scandium occurs in the top 20 metres. So it would be a very quick program.
Busy agenda ahead. Thanks so much for taking the time to have a chat.
Thanks very much, Nari.